And I handle my wife.
You got it?
Fuck out of here.
You got it?
Go. I got it.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
No,
baby. No, baby. Oh.
Handle me, motherfucker.
Oh, you broke my nose.
I'm gonna break more than that.
Oh, no. Go.
I hate you, genius best.
Oh, you broke my nose. Lori, baby, come back. It's not what it looked like. Damn.
Okay, Zatima fans. Now, I've had a lot of great conversations about the season of Zatima as a whole. Let me just say, it is great to see that some people, who haven't watched the show yet, did so over the weekend. A lot of people are like, yo, Jeremy, I'll watch when all 10 episodes are available. And it's like, man, I watched it all in, a few hours. This was amazing. I can't wait for season 2. So, I was able to talk with people with the show still fresh in their minds. And the question came like, yo, what's up with Nathan? Why did Nate cheat on, I might switch between saying Nathan and Nate just so you know. Why would he cheat on Lori? He has a woman like that at home, but he goes out cheating anyway. Okay, here's the thing. Now, this is just my initial thoughts, my initial, opinions on it. At first glance, because to be fair, we didn't see much of Lori in this season. We saw her briefly at the basketball court in episode 1, with her, major appearance being in the season finale at Zach and Fatima's house. Now, when it comes to her demeanor, you could look at it as, wow, she's, ghetto, ratchet, loud, in your face and whatnot, and doesn't seem to be that much of a loving woman. And based on that and what we know of Nathan's character being more of a, life of the party, I want to live it up like I was young kind of days kind of guy, that's not a good fit. I mean, not to mention, even though we haven't seen much of Lori in the season, we got a lot of dialogue from Nathan about how, he's treated at home. Man, she doesn't respect me. She lets the kids talk back to me and all this other stuff. And if I could leave him, I would. So he just wants to recapture, the time before he got married, even though Nathan was called out by Zach saying, yo, we tried to tell you you're rushing the marriage thing, but you ain't listen to us. So based on what we do know, it does seem like, Nathan stepped out because the people who were like, why would he do that, looked at Lori and look, she is fine as hell. And you could easily say Nathan's a fool for stepping out, but I think it's deeper than the looks department. It's one of those things where, just like Karen on Sistas, you can be, and Aaron called Karen out for this. I can't believe someone so beautiful has so many ugly things coming out of her mouth in regards to how she talks down to people. And I think Lori kind of falls in that same category. But the thing is, we don't know that much. Well, okay, we do know a bit about their home life, but we don't get to see it. And that's not necessarily a terrible thing like assisted living, where in that show there's a lot of tell and not a lot of show, because there is a lot of show in Zatima, but there are some things I wish they would have, elaborated on a bit more. But regardless, I think that Nathan is like, look, you know what, even though I got a wife and kids at home, I want to go somewhere where I feel appreciated, where I feel like I can be myself. Now, based on what Zach and Tony have said about Nathan, he's still the same. He's been in middle school, immature, not really responsible. And it looks like his wife is the one that wears the pants of that household. And if Nathan would kind of like step up and be more of a man, then I could see his wife being more, loving and gentle, and his kids getting his respect, or, giving him respect because he's earned it. Yes, he's their father, but if he's not really around that much, because hell, we see him partying and hanging with the guys more than we do him being at home. And for a dad who really isn't around, yeah, you can see why the kids would give him attitude and the mom wouldn't say much about it, because the kids imitate what, they see. And that's the mom, talking back and disrespecting Nathan because he hasn't apparently earned it. So if he were home more and more mature and whatnot, then perhaps things would be different for him. Hence why he wouldn't need to pay for a therapy session with Deja. But like I said, it really comes from us not knowing too much. Maybe in season 2, things will get fleshed out a bit more. But notice how when Lori realized that Nathan wasn't at Zach and Fatima's house, that's when she started to finally calm down and thankfully stop using the B word, because she was being incredibly rude. when she first stepped up to Zach and Fatima, well, specifically Fatima. And I do feel, and also somebody did say this, it's like, wait, why would Lori go off on Fatima about Nathan, his phone being tracked to their house, and she literally saw Zach and Fatima pull up together? So it's like, Zach and Fatima, they were away somewhere. So what, do you think Nathan was just waiting in the house for them to come back, or what's going on with that? But I think that we should definitely see more of Lori in regards to her gentler side, because like I said, when she noticed he wasn't at the house, she started to kind of fall apart. You know, love makes you do crazy things, and I'm like, that reminds me of Fatima and Sistas, with the baseball bat going after Hayden because she thought Hayden had something to do with Zach's arrest. So yeah, there's that aspect of it. But yeah, let me know what you think. Why do you think Nathan stepped out on his wife? Let's talk about it. Let's have an open discussion here. So thanks so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.